foul tarnished, in search of the Elden Ring, emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Well, Michael Huber. I got to play something that everybody here is looking forward to.
Goatee Watch.
Goatee Watch has begun, 2022. I got to play the Elden Ring network test early. Michael Huber. It feels good.
Did you clash swords?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, stuff was clashing. Armor, swords, and not like Sekiro clashing in that sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Walk me through it,
Let's
Brad.
get into it. Okay. So,
Walk me through it.
Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Very much feels like, mechanically, a Souls game.
Cool.
Definitely felt like Dark Souls 3 when I was playing it. I'm
Like
okay,
just moving around feels like
how
that?
the movement felt,
Nice.
combat, all that stuff. Biggest change, though, I'm sure a lot of you know, this game is open world now, though.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah.
The area I played in, not obviously the whole game, but the area I played in was pretty damn big, Michael.
Yeah. So like a forest or what?
Many environments. Forest, beaches, rocks, like all that good stuff. Let me walk you through it, Huber, when I hopped into this world, okay?
Yeah.
Hop in, walking through, just big space. I'm exploring, going around, find a sick little cave. I'm like, what's this, dude?
Yeah.
Just go down in there. It's like a mini chalice dungeon, Huber.
That's what we were
I'm
hoping
going
for.
in there, just random thing. There's traps going. These freaky gargoyle dudes are attacking
What kind of
me.
traps? What kind of traps?
I'm talking like, okay, so this one, the first one I went into was like fucking flamethrowers. Like statues shooting flames out, dude. So like I'd have to run around a corner and the flame would go, then I'd run through it, then I could hit it and it would go down to like disarm the trap.
Awesome.
Go in there,
Yeah.
pull some switch doors unlocked. I'm like, oh shit, let's go.
What's your weapon right here?
I'm using a claymore, I believe.
Okay.
So there were six playable characters. I chose a character called the Bloody Wolf. Which is like the character that we've all kind of seen the trailers, the long, flowing, like white hair.
So cool.
Yeah, so
Okay.
cool.
So
Box
you're
art
disarming
kinda.
traps. You got your claymore.
Going in.
Two-handing
open the door. Both. We're going to get into that.
Okay,
Don't worry.
okay,
Go in,
okay.
open the door, mini boss.
Yes.
In there.
What did it
Kick
look
the
like?
shit out of me. It was like some like statue kind of like cat thing. It was like a weird statue.
Whoa.
It was intense.
Yeah. Did it do the like classic Souls intro where it's like cutscene?
No, not this one.
Boss.
There is stuff like that, but
Okay.
this was like a mini boss. Okay, so about
Cool.
this game is there's bosses, but there's some that feel like mini bosses.
Cool.
But they're still tough. Like I still died on this guy quite a bit just getting the hang of the game.
Yeah.
But it felt good.
Like a Havel situation or
No.
like more than that?
Health bar, boss arena, kind of thing like that.
So like a straight up boss.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, straight boss.
Awesome.
So this world's big. You're gonna be navigating it a lot. You get a mount to do this. You're gonna have with you. Your mount is named Torrent. Torrent. It's this like kind of deer little thing. So you
Don't torrent Elden Ring.
don't torrent it. Bye. Just riding this thing around. Horse combat in the game. Big part of the game now.
Do you kick or do you like hit
Sword
with
slashes.
your...
So you had a light and a heavy attack.
Cool.
The light attack is just so you can swing in any direction you want. That like I was playing on PlayStation, so L1 swing left, R1 swing
Awesome.
right.
Cool.
So you can line that up, and you have a charge attack. It's really cool. The weapon I had, he would like drag the sword when I was riding it, and it'd scrape on the ground. Sparks would fly. It was
People
sick.
do that.
Yeah,
I love that
it was
shit.
super cool. So you're in this open world. There's bosses just roaming around this world. By the
Okay.
way, like bosses.
Yeah.
I was riding around. There was
Like
this
big monstrous freakos or just everything?
There was so there was two like quote bosses with boss life that popped up. There was like a knight on a horse I fought, who was intense.
Yeah.
Then there was I was riding through this like swamp and this dragon
Oh,
just comes out of nowhere, just boom, right on the ground. I was like, oh my god! So you fought a dragon. It's cool though because you could fight on your mount,
yeah.
but your mount could die.
Oh,
if
no.
if your mount dies, you can get hit off your mount and it dies. But it's not dead forever.
It'll come
okay?
back when you...
So when you lose your mount, on your run you can use a healing flask to bring it back to life, or if you rest at the new bonfire kind of things, it'll come back to life.
Cool.
But I really liked. So one thing I've noticed that I was super nervous about is the world design. You know, because we know From Software very tight, meticulous world design. Yes, it's open world, but it's still laid out very well.
Yeah.
Very much where I was like, I want to explore. I want to check out everything. I found 6 stuff for just poking my head around.
Yeah.
Now, pet peeve of mine with open world games is telling you where everything is.
Yeah.
We talked about Immortals Phoenix Rising before, how I hated it. It would just
Yeah.
point out where everything was for you there.
It's autopilot.
Not so.
Yeah.
Not so here. For the main quest, it kind of can lead you if you want. Like a little, there's like a gold kind of line leading you around, but it's like not super intrusive. But you don't have to do it. You can, from here, I could just go out and do whatever I want.
like a wind in Ghost of Tsushima
Kind of.
thing?
Kind of. It's like a gold, like wind kind of thing.
Cool,
Very
cool.
subtle.
Kinda,
but it's
hey,
kind of
this
leading
way.
you in the right direction if you want.
Just for the main quest.
Yes.
Cool.
But I was checking every nook and cranny when I was out here.
Yeah.
Going through a river kind of area. If I went to a cave, it was like a mine. It was a mine like Stonefang Tunnel from Demon's Souls 1.
Love it.
Like these guys mining, dude. I was like, holy shit, where did this come from?
Give me your gems.
Give me your gems. Go down there, start backstabbing all of them. Go down an elevator. Boss, dude, another boss.
Red eyes.
No, we're talking we're not talking like a mini boss you might remember from old Souls games, like just a red-eyed version of it's not like an NPC that's like buff.
Yeah.
It's like a boss. Like this guy was big, big life bar is intense. Fought him down.
I for whatever reason I see a Goron with red eyes. That's what I pictured.
Yeah. I guess you could kind of say that. There's also day and night cycle now.
Nice.
It's a little different.
How long was it?
I don't know the length of it, but when you rest at the bonfire kind of thing, what was the Site of Grace? Yes, that's it. The Site of Grace.
Grace. Is it one area? One hub?
No.
Okay.
So it's like they're literally essentially bonfires you can just rest at, and you could fast travel between them pretty fast.
Was there a hub? Was there a town?
There was not like a town that you would think of like an RPG.
Yeah.
There wasn't like a town with citizens that I
Was there an
encountered.
NPC on the side of the road?
There was many
at a house.
There was an NPC in like a destroyed house.
That's
and
what
he
I'm
was
talking
He was a
about.
merchant, yes.
Okay.
There's some shady characters here in this open world, There's some guys that'll talk to you. There's some guys that'll try to kill you.
Yeah.
I saw a guy sitting by a fire, and I was like, oh, it's probably an NPC I could talk to. No. This guy tried to murder me, and he had a dog.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was sick.
Awesome.
You can also stealth around now, like Sekiro, so you add a little more build variety.
Yeah.
One thing that's kind of back, or that is back, that's very similar to Dark Souls 3, that's why I said it was like 3, are these kind of things called like essentially weapon arts.
Yeah.
They're like Ashes of War. They're essentially weapon arts now.
Ashen one.
So the one I had that I started with was like a lightning. So my character would raise his sword up and lightning would go strike on the ground.
Yo, Miyazaki loves lightning.
How can you not love lightning? But the cool thing about this is you could switch these out. So you could find different, like enemies I killed
Yeah.
gave me new Ashes of War. So essentially new weapon arts. So like at that dungeon I was telling you about, like the stone cat kind of boss, like a watchdog, I didn't get like an Estus type thing shard. I got more chugs.
Yeah.
It was a new like weapon art
New ability. And you can swap it out anytime.
I was
So
able
once
to swap
you got it from that
I was
dungeon,
able to
it was
swap
in
it out.
your...
I think it might replace the one you have if you swap it out.
Got it.
But it didn't do it in the beta, but I think I read something about it. So this isn't completed, so things could not be working properly. So I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, that good stuff. There was a boss that I thought that was super sick. I'm not going to spoil it.
Cool.
But there is these things called there's the dungeons essentially, which are the classic from software areas. Like this was a castle, by the way.
For like the main story.
Yeah, these they're called like legacy dungeons, but it was the open world, and it was like you're going to this dungeon area. So
Do you have like a journal or a quest log
no,
or
nothing like that.
anything to keep
Not
track?
that I saw.
Any
No,
checklist?
there's a world map.
Cool.
Like a proper world map actually. Now.
So basically, just a world map and like a little golden glow.
Yeah, it
is
definitely
really the
felt
only...
like. So it didn't feel like they were beating you over the head with what you have to do.
Cool.
It was kind of like, yo, this is pointing you in this direction,
That's
but
it, and then you
could do whatever you kind of
nice,
want.
Brad. That sounds encouraging.
Yeah.
I like that.
So like you won't get completely lost, but you could still go out there and explore without the game beating you over the head. Being like, go do your main quest.
Totally.
It was kind of just like, hey, you go out there, you do whatever the hell you want, find something weird. Cool. I found lots of weird stuff.
Can you Makiri counter?
No, okay, but there is a new mechanic to this. I'm kind of conflicted on it. I don't know how I feel yet. So, if an enemy attacks you and you block it, you could do
With a shield or...
I think it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But, I mean, I was blocking with a shield because,
Yeah.
it's a shield.
Yeah.
But if you do a R2 or heavy attack right after, it does a counter.
So block, boom.
And it could like really, it does good damage, and it can like knock them poised. So it opens them up to essentially like a visceral attack.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it kind of felt like a parry without having to do the parry. So I was
Yeah.
wondering, I'm like, is this going to replace parries for me?
Yeah, what?
Because I was getting to the point where I'm like, I didn't really need to use this, but a parry could still be really good in like PvP, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just kind of defeating the need for me to parry a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean,
So
it could
if
change.
you are just holding block.
If you're like it made shield play seem stronger.
Yeah, because you can just block it out, and then as soon as you take damage, you just hit attack.
As soon as you block it, you can do R2, but you got to do the swing. And if they're
Yeah.
doing a combo and you're trying to do it during a combo, you can get still hit. So
Okay, interesting.
it's still risky, but
It's-
it can help.
It's funny because I use a lot of shields in Souls,
Yeah.
or like either a pole arm or halberd or like a shield or whatever. So when Sekiro and Bloodborne rolled around, it was like, oh, no shields. Like, crazy. This is cool. And then I just got so addicted to parrying in Sekiro. So it's an interesting, like, yeah, I'm not gonna judge it yet, but that does sound interesting.
What's interesting about the parry of the shield is I had a shield that had like a parry on it, but this was also an Ash of War. So I could trade out that parry I traded it out just to try something. It was like a healing circle.
Yeah.
So I didn't have parry, but I could like put down a healing circle now. Just allowing you to customize your loadout even more. So like,
Interesting.
from what I played of, this seems like the most versatile you can make your character than ever before. The most like builds you want to kind of do with your character.
Yeah.
There's way more you can do than ever, it seems like.
Yeah, because, that's always something that people say about Souls is like, oh, there's so much variety. You get so many weapons. I know Sekiro, some people criticized because you have to
Yeah,
play
because
that
you're locked
way.
in.
But usually I only do one when
Right.
building Souls. I commit to something. Maybe I'll get a boss weapon or something, but I want it to encourage me to switch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes I feel like I get so comfortable and I commit so many resources in the Souls game where I'm afraid to experiment.
So like, even with, I wasn't a magic build character my first one,
yeah.
but the Ashes of War that I was switching in between my weapons like had a lot of room for experimentation. Some of them
Yeah.
were really different. Like one was, this is your style, okay? It's like a magic sword. You hold it, and it gets bigger, and it's like it gets huge. So you do like a swing down like a Kirk. Like it reminded me of a Kirk hammer kind of thing. But it's just like a big magic sword. It's like boom, boom, spam. It was really sick.
That sounds rad.
Yeah. Also, there's these little there's like these summons you can get. You can defeat some enemies and get like a summon of them. Now you can only do like co-op and summons in specific areas.
Okay.
But you can tell from the side of the screen, it lets you know like you're in an area you can do this kind of thing. So I had this probably the earliest one you get. It just spawned out like 5 dudes, like 5 like undead hollows essentially.
Nice.
And I let them just run loose on some guys. They're just really sick watching them.
Sounds awesome.
I was thinking in my mind, I'm like, man, I could do like a summoner build almost kind of now,
Yes.
Build myself around that, just even open more variety.
Bro, that's really exciting.
Yeah. I got some more, but I don't want to say what they are. But there's some more out there.
Some ranged weapons?
Yeah, there's some ranged weapons. There's like sleep arrows now.
Is there
they showed that in the footage.
Is there a gun?
No, I didn't see a gun.
Okay.
I didn't see any guns. It's still like fantasy.
Okay.
But Huber, I
No
want to
Bloodborne pistols or anything.
No, I didn't see anything like that.
Okay.
I'm not going to rule it out, but I didn't see anything.
Okay.
One thing, so about this open world, Huber, is I really liked about it. We make fun of this all the time, but it has verticality.
Yeah.
It's not just flat, like I could see everything. There's high up areas I couldn't get to. There's low areas I couldn't get to. There is fall damage in this game. I know people were curious about that.
Nice.
You could fall a little further than you may be used to, but there's there's fall damage. I died trying to get to some places a couple of times.
Nice.
I was experimenting. But there's also these really sick like air currents out there in some spots. You could ride your mount Torrent and jump up and it like launches you super high in the air. You don't take fall damage from this, but it
Nice.
lets you just like get up some kind of high up areas in a convenient way. But there's some things.
That seems nice.
I got invaded by an NPC too at a point. I was surprised. And when I got invaded, there was a guy I talked to earlier in the game, some like wandering samurai-esque kind of character I talked to just there. He
Surla.
showed up when I got invaded and fought the invading NPC with me.
Awesome.
I was like, what the hell, dude?
No.
This is
Personal
crazy.
grudge.
Yeah, it was super sick.
Nice.
There's co-op. Like always, there's invasions, but the invasions work different. Now, I believe you have to opt into getting invaded.
Yeah.
Essentially, when you try to summon people, it opens you up to invasion.
Seems like it'd be a nice compromise with the difficulty situation. Turn
Yes.
invasions off or something.
Yes, I feel like
Seems like a fair
I think it was a
compromise.
thing of a lot of people probably play without invasions.
True, you could just play disconnected from.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people do that. So
Yeah.
because there's no, as far as I'm aware, there's no state of like, you use humanity to become human to open up to invasions. You don't ember up
Got it.
or whatever, anything like that.
So
You
you're
just-
always vulnerable.
You were just normal.
for invasions.
Yeah. Cool. But I did do a PvP match. I got into one. It was fun.
Nice.
For Isla out there was dual wielding. And there's like specific actions.
A lot
for,
of
like,
weapons.
Both. Yeah, there's a good amount of weapons. I'm telling you, there's a lot of variety in this game. A lot of stuff you can do. Like I used a spear, which was sick. I used like a
Halberd?
smaller sword. No, it wasn't a halberd. It was just a spear.
Gotta
There's
find
an
that halberd.
axe I used for a little bit.
Good axe.
Yeah. Good axe. It was like a hand axe. It was pretty
Nice.
sick, dude. Because I tried like a pyromancer-esque character.
Nice.
Had this spell where like a dragon head came out and just shot fire. It was really
Whoa.
cool.
Guaranteed, you ride a dragon in this game.
Maybe.
Mark my words. Mark it.
So the mount I got is like named in a specific amount. So maybe you get different mounts later. I don't know. There was like I tried to check to see if you could swim, and I drowned immediately. Because there's like
Could be an open world thing. You get
there's an island I saw that was not too far away. I was like, man, looks like I could go there or do something there. So maybe
the raven carries you or something.
something like that. Maybe. I was like, shit, I want to check that out.
Yeah.
There was a ton of areas I want to see, but of course they were blocked off by like some fog gate kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I was out riding the world, dude. There was just this like the caravan with people following it.
Yeah.
I just
The
fought all
Duke.
them. I fought them all, killed them all, and there's a sick chest. And I just opened it and I got some armor. I was like, oh, that was sick.
Whoa.
That was awesome.
Yeah, like public events or something.
Yeah.
but-
So I brought up how there's kind of mini Child's Dungeons out in the world. There's also just really like, I was just hopping around. I hopped a wall and there was like a tunnel going down. I was like, oh, what's this? Just went down there.
Yeah.
Just like a sick chest down there. I was like, dude, sweet.
Sounds just so fun to explore.
Yeah. Like I was searching every nook
Yeah.
and cranny in this world, and it felt great, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sense of discovery.
Oh, sounds like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Like, relax. They're different, but
Yeah.
the sense of like you want to go out there and discover and find
Yeah.
things.
The
yes.
sense of like you're getting pulled in a 360-degree area. You want to go everywhere, and wherever you go, you're gonna encounter like something crazy, or you're gonna find something rewarding.
There's definitely cool moments where I was surprised, and I feel like I stumbled into something cool. Where I was like, damn, that's sick. Quickly, I want to go over that dungeon area I was talking about earlier. I believe it's
Sen's
called
Cave?
I believe it's called Storm Castle, but it was like main quest area. Go in there. It's very much like what you expect from Dark Souls. Like, here's this area going crazy gauntlets. There was 2 ways to go though. So there was this NPC that I talked to like right at the beginning. He's like, hey man, take this route that the guards don't really know about.
I don't trust it.
But there's a gate. And you could say, hey, well, I want to take the front gate if you want. So I did both, though. I checked both.
Okay.
Okay, I did both.
Okay.
I opened the door. I go out there, and he goes, open the gate. The gate opens up. Run out there, crossbow ballista attack on you immediately. Went in there, running for my life. Dear God, there's shit everywhere. Some huge fucking beast, like wolf thing, dog, like huge. Comes out of nowhere. It just like relentlessly chased me and killed me. It's like, oh my God.
Were there any bosses you just like bounced? Mini bosses?
I killed every boss I found.
Nice.
I found a lot of bosses.
So it sounds like they're just everywhere.
I found a lot, yeah.
The map seems pretty big.
The map's big. It's big. Lots to see. It, like, people say it's open world Dark Souls. Kind of is. But not in a bad way.
Cool.
It feels like an evolution of it, you know?
Yeah.
I was really impressed. I had a good time. I played the PS5 version. A little framey at some parts, but like they said this is an older build, yeah, and it's gonna have some tech problems, but it wasn't too bad. Like I didn't run anything too bad where I was like,
Yeah.
just like a few things here and there.
Yeah.
But it was really good. I'm super looking forward to it. I think all of us here will probably really enjoy it.
How'd the combat feel?
Oh,
like
it felt good.
Whacking them.
I mean, you know, like I said, it reminded me a lot of Dark Souls 3,
Yeah.
how it felt.
Light attack, heavy attack.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Stamina,
you got all that.
health.
You got all that. So okay, stamina now. So you could sprint forever if you're not in combat anymore. So you can just keep running. You can experiment with
So
weapon
generous.
swings. You don't lose stamina if you're just not in combat. But once you're in combat, it all goes down.
Got
Stuff like that. But the combat feels really good. I really like want to experiment with a lot more things now.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm like, man, like even when I was talking about the Ashes of War, how many
Yeah.
like weapon things I was switching out on just my greatsword.
Yeah.
The lightning, the big
The magic smash things
I had
sounds
like
sick.
magic swords that like 4 magic swords that went up around me and shot when someone got close.
Do you can you level up your weapons?
Yeah, there's like a blacksmith.
Blacksmith?
So you're gonna like this. Materials seemed pretty rare to upgrade them.
Nice.
Like and it took me a while
gotta go
to
in those
find
caves.
stuff. Yes, a cave did have a lot to
There
store
it
for
is.
me. But like I had a +1 weapon for a long time.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
How long do you play this thing?
I played probably altogether about 8 hours.
Okay.
Everything.
Nice chunk.
Because I beat everything I could on one character.
Yeah.
Then I tried some other characters out.
Nice.
But there's like a lot of like I don't really want to spoil too many things if I can't
Yeah.
if I can help it. But
For sure.
I definitely went out of my way and got some surprising situations where I would just be in a boss encounter out of
Cool.
I did not expect. Where I was like, whoa, and these bosses are cool. A lot of them are really sick, dude.
Always.
I was like, that was a really fun fight. I'm really hyped.
Yeah.
And like this game, I don't know if it's easier or harder than any of them before. I feel like there's more you could do than ever in a fight, but I didn't do like co-op for these fights. I just did them solo because that's how I like to experience them the first time.
Yeah.
But some of them killed me quite a few amount of
Do
times.
you like? This is way too early, but I want to go there. Do you like the combat more than Bloodborne?
I think there's more variety.
There's
which I
more
like.
to do?
Yeah. Well, you could jump and attack now.
Yeah.
There's a jump attack now.
Yeah.
Which was sick because it knocked. I was fighting a big boss. It seemed to knock him off his knock his poise down a lot more. So I got some sweet visceral attack in. But some of these bosses are really flashy and real nuts. So you better be prepared.
So hyped.
But yeah, I had a great time. Hopefully all you out there will get to try the network test once it launches pretty soon. I think it's out by the time this video is coming out.
How'd the backstabs feel?
Good.
Was it loud?
Oh yeah.
Like classic from
Oh, yeah.
like the volume
Yeah.
raises.
Oh yeah.
Percy your
Yeah.
drums.
Good death grows. Ah!
Do you like rip there? What is it?
Just like it depends on the weapon, you know? Like
Yeah.
a lot of them are the same animations you've seen before.
Yeah.
But just because there's a lot, I think. There's a lot going on.
And you're leveling, like you're sucking up souls when you kill someone. and
yes,
talk to
they're
the
called
maiden
runes
and-
now. Souls are runes.
Cool.
So if you've played a From Software game before, it'll feel very familiar in the system wise.
Nice.
And you got, your Estus style kind of things in there, all that good stuff.
Cool.
So I had a good time. I'm really excited for everyone else here to play it so we can talk about it.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Wait until the finished product.
Yeah, coming February 25th, I
Or
think.
second, 2 or 5, something
Late February,
Late
sometime.
February.
25th, yeah.
Nice.
Currently, so check it out.
It's coming up. That's 3 months.
Yeah, let it cook.
Barring no more delays.
Yeah, hopefully no more delays, but yeah. That's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you all next time.
I offer you an accord.